자, 시작합니다. 기다리고 있었는데 역시 잘 기다리고 있어요. Hello everyone.
We're like 연예인. Donna, how have you been? 좋아, 좋지.
We're gonna wait for others for a while and then start with today's content.
Yep. Hello, Rosary23. Yamna, bring everyone in. This is gonna be the last live video of October. So bring as many people as you can.
Last for December.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, after this week, we're just gonna do like some guerrilla live.
Yeah, guerrilla live videos, surprise random live videos. So always stay tuned.
Because this is almost the end of our semester.
잠깐만. 불러줘, 다들 불러줘. So who's watching this? Let's see. All right, we got like Fatiha. We have Grand Moff in as usual. We have Rosary. We have pretty good. That's what they're telling us in the hair. Okay. Grand Moff, how are you doing? We're so sorry that we couldn't do a live video last week because of some bad things that popped up last minute.
So we were supposed to do like fishing content, but it started raining.
And then hello, I don't know how to pronounce this. Is it Myra?
Maxra.
I don't know. Yeah, so today's content, we're gonna be talking about. Hello, Hansor. Today's content, we're gonna be talking about Korean eating culture.
Yes.
Yeah.
Missed you last week. I'm doing well.
That's good.
Good.
Hello. What is this 애교? Like. Hello.
Yeah, that's right. Hi.
Hi. Yeah. So we're gonna start in another couple of minutes. We're just waiting for people to come in. Again, I'm gonna repeat this. This is gonna be the last live video of October. So stay tuned. Stay to the end. I'm having pajeon and makgeolli for dinner tonight because it's raining.
Oh, that's.
I like that. Oh, 민언니, 안녕하세요.
So grandma has mentioned about pajeon and makgeolli. So in Korea, people tend to eat pancake, those like seafood pancake or kimchi pancake when it's raining. And the scientists said that people tend to recall those pancake more often when it's raining because the sound of cooking the pancake, that sizzling sound, and raindrops the sound of raindrop is similar, so people tend to remind themselves with the pancakes. So that's why they're craving it.
Yep.
한국에 왔는데 자가 격리 중. How long are you staying in Korea? I guess it's long term.
Yeah, it seems like you're staying there for long term. It's interesting that you're staying in Korea. Yeah, we're very interested to know what you're doing in Korea and how you find Korea so far. Oh, hello, Miss Chandelier.
가까이 있지만.
Just come down and say hi. Yes, makgeolli and pajeon or any sort of jeon goes well together.
Yes.
Uh,
That's interesting about the rain sound. I didn't know that. It's just extra TMI.
Yeah, it's interesting though, but it really shows your understanding of Korean culture because I don't think a lot of people know about this. They don't know that usually there's this common perception that people eat makgeolli and jeon when it's raining. So yeah, hello Yo-Yo.
요요이나. 안녕하세요.
Yep.
So we will start in 1 minute.
배고파. 나도 파전 한 입만. Look, I would give you honey man if I knew how to cook it properly, but I always mess up my john every time I cook it. It's either too burnt or like too watery.
안녕하세요, 오빠. 안녕하세요, 요요이나.
오빠?
Long time 맞아요. 제 남편 한국인이니까.
Oh,
오.
interesting. 연락 들었어.
한국인 남편.
음.
아니 이런 내용 하고 있는데 왜 먹방 안 해?
그러게. Yeah, why are we not doing 먹방, huh?
Because he didn't.
No, like if
I have to do everything.
I mean
아,
한국 사실 요리 못해.
shit.
I can do 요리. Obviously, I can do 요리, but
I can do cooking, but I'm just too lazy.
Yeah, see, 그러니까. So it's not my fault. I can
It's
cook
your
also.
fault. If I can cook, you need to prepare with the ingredients and the environment.
I can cook, I can prepare all these ingredients, but I know this guy's lazy, so I chose not to do it.
I can only cook and
찍어야지,
eat.
먹방.
I can only cook and eat. There is no preparation and cleaning for me. 우리 세
타이즈
명.
머리 멋있다. 고마워.
I have the brains. If I was there, we could have done mukbang.
Yeah. So anyway, speaking of Korea, let's start the lesson now. I don't cook, I don't clean. Oh, that sounds like it's from the lyrics, right? Anyway, so can you tell our viewers about Korean eating culture? What are the things that you should do and you can't do at the table?
But if you say it like that, it's just too broad.
Too broad? Okay, let's talk about drinks first.
Okay.
Yeah. What sort of drinks do Koreans drink, and are there any rules for each type of beverage?
So first of all, alcohol consumption in Korea is one of the highest in the entire world. So I would say drinking culture, especially alcohol, is the biggest thing in Korea. So I think when I said drinking culture, a lot of people must have thought about soju. So soju is the most commonly drunk alcohol in Korea.
For those of you who don't know what soju is, you can think of it as Korean vodka.
Yes, like a weak version of vodka. So in Korea, traditionally there are many rules that needs to be followed on the drinking circumstance. So one of them is pouring the alcohol with your two hands to someone who is superior than you. There would be someone who is older than you or who is higher in the rank.
If you've never been to Korea but you want to know what exactly we're talking about, I highly recommend Itaewon Class, the drama Itaewon Class, because the main character is always drinking soju with his dad, and he's always pouring the soju and like doing stuff that you should do when you drink soju.
And that's only for drinking, but for eating culture, the most fundamental thing is that you shouldn't make a lot of noise when you're eating food. So you shouldn't make the chewing sound like chop 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 like that, or you shouldn't make a lot of noise like clinking the
Cutlery.
yeah, cutlery to the dishes.
경규 씨, 안녕하세요.
I'm the oldest, so I never have to pour a drink.
Oh.
Yeah, so sometimes it's like also when you are oldest or you're in older position, your task is to pour younger people drink, because we think that pouring the drink for yourself brings you a bad luck. So if somebody sees you drinking like pouring yourself, they will be like, "Hey, stop! I'll pour it for you." Especially the older people will pour it for younger people, and younger people would look at the 눈치 of older people, and then they can't pour themselves. Like they will be waiting until the like older people pour themselves, unless they tell them like, "Oh, just you drink by yourself." So grandmoth, you need to be always like looking at people cup
Yeah.
and then pouring them, and then they will be like, "Oh, let me pour it for you as well."
Yeah. Pour and drink for yourself.
조금 불쌍해, yeah. And also, yeah, like what Yamna said, yeah. Well, if you pour it yourself, it's like, 조금 불쌍해. It feels like you are doing 혼술.
오, 염나, 뭘 좀 안 해. 왜 이렇게 빠삭하게 알지? 술에 대해서? Anyway. 한 소리 또
What
왔네.
other things did you experience in Korea?
So I've got a question from a friend actually, before we started this live video, and she was asking, Korean chopsticks are flat. So which side of the chopstick should you hold or eat with?
So first of all, the difference between normal chopstick and Korean chopstick is that Korean use metal to make chopsticks, so it will be much heavier, and sometimes you would see chopsticks being flat. So you would be holding, like, if this is a chopstick and like it's flat like this, you need to hold it like this, not. So if this are the chopstick, you're not using it like this, you're using it like that.
That makes sense.
민석지 술 잘 마셔요? 저 술 잘 못 마셔요.
Oh, talking about sur. Oh my god, like I just came up with something. How do you ask someone else what is their alcohol tolerance?
So because the drinking culture is very important, one of the most commonly asked question in Korea is, what is your tolerance? So you can ask, 주량이 얼마예요? 주량이 얼마예요? It's like 주 is 한자 for alcohol, 량 is like amount. So it's like asking how much is your alcohol amount.
Oh, I thought it was. Is there another way of asking it, like based on byung?
Like 주량이 얼마예요? Then you usually answer it with the number of bottle, like soju bottle. Because the soju is like a standard drink, you would answer it by soju bottle, like, "Oh, what's your alcohol tolerance?" Like 주량이 얼마예요? Then people would say, "Oh, soju 한 병이요." Can you put that spelling on the screen? Yeah, he will be putting that up.
Yeah, I just posted it in the comments if you have a look.
전 한 잔? Oh, you mean like 한 잔? 소주 한 잔? That means your 알스.
Wait, I heard that word before.
알스. 알스 is sort of like a expression to make fun of people who can't drink much. Yeah, it's like short form for alcohol 쓰레기. So you are like rubbish at drinking. So I think I'm also 알스 these days.
Although I'm not sure if you guys can hear us. The environment here is a little bit noisy.
But anyway, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
I haven't been drinking for a while, so my tolerance has become, 주량 has lowered down.
So currently we are in Australia, and he doesn't drink a lot when he's here, but when he's in Korea and he meets his friends, I remember he told me he would drink three times a week, I think.
Yeah, but that's when I was like younger, like when everyone was in college and stuff. But even if I go back these days, at least I would drink once or twice a week. 아니야, 잘 들을 수 있어. No 걱정. Okay.
Collapse.
That's good.
Yeah, sports muscles man, hello. Is it Anand Saram or? Okay.
So what other things have you noticed when you went to? Was there a strange or unique cultural difference when it comes to eating when you were in Korea?
Okay, this eating topic is very broad, but I'm just gonna randomly say whatever that comes to my mind. Definitely, one of the most bizarre things was water and banchan, which are side dishes. Water and side dishes are generally self-service in Korea.
So they were like you can see on the wall like the paper saying 물은 self, water is self. It's like it's not literal. It doesn't literally mean water is self. You should like self cater yourself with the water and some little banchan.
So if you walk into a Korean restaurant, don't just sit down like a fool and don't do anything. Just look around, look at the signs, and like.
So Yamna's question, please talk about banchan. So banchan means side dish in Korean. So banchan, if you go to restaurants in Korea, banchan is served in small dishes. If you have been to Korean restaurants, you would have seen those like small dish where they give kimchi can be banchan, like radish can be banchan. But when you first go to restaurant and you sit down, they will serve you with banchan and you order main dish. So the banchan is like a default usually. But if you want more, you need to ask for more banchan. Like 반찬 더 주세요. 반찬 더 주세요. Then they will give you more. Or sometimes 반찬 can also be self.
가장 좋아하는 반찬? What's your favorite?
My favorite
Not
반찬.
kimchi, except kimchi.
No.
No.
My favorite banchan is kim.
Kim.
It's like a dried seaweed.
For me, I guess omuk. I like omuk personally.
Like a fish cake.
Fish cake, yes.
It's such a weird term, fish cake.
It's okay. I don't know. Yeah, fish cake. No. Kim. Yeah, kim. Yeah, omuk, which is fish cake, and.
What's your favorite banchan? People who are watching this, what's your favorite banchan? Korean banchan. Odeng.
Odeng is different though.
No, odeng is same, but it's sort of like Japanese term.
Rice cake, fish cake. Yeah. So apparently, I heard that a lot of Koreans like gejang.
Yeah, 간장게장.
간장게장.
So 간장게장 is like you take the live crab, you wash it thoroughly, and then you dunk it in the soy sauce for a day or two, and then you eat it with rice. 와, 너무 맛있겠다.
선택할 수 없어.
But you need to pick one. 하나 골라야 돼. The little dried anchovies are my favorite. Can't remember the name.
멸치볶음.
Yeah, 멸치볶음. Yeah, those are like also sort of like a default banchan. Wherever you go, you will see them.
Oh my god, I love them actually. They're like a little bit sweet, a little bit salty. Very 고소하다. Very the taste of sesame oil. I really like that. Yeah, dude, like any banchan is good actually. Actually, I do have one banchan that I don't like. Yeah, you can like attack me as much as you want. I don't like radish. Any radish banchan, I think.
Any.
Especially danmuji, the sweet radish.
He can't go to Korea. Like he needs to be deported.
Shit. No, I mean like because it's a bit. I don't know. Like I just can't eat something sweet in the middle of a normal dish. Like I feel like sweet things are for dessert.
봤지. Like shit. Like that.
What?
Like that.
Oh my god, Brooke is angry. Yama is angry.
Yeah, I hit him, guys. So don't worry. The sweet radish is my favorite. Guys, how dare you? Okay, chops.
Oh my god, but like I don't know.
단무지, you need to eat 단무지 with 짜장면. You need to eat 단무지 in like a kimbap. 와, 진짜?
No, 단무지 in kimbap is okay because it's like small.
와,
But the big like the big like thing that they give, oh that's too big. 먹자.
he doesn't eat bean sprout as well.
I don't know, like in Korea it's an exception.
와,
Yeah.
no, he's lying.
It's
진짜
yeah,
거짓말쟁이.
only in Korea it's okay. But somewhere else like bean sprouts in pho or something like get that no, I just can't. I can't.
No, radish are the best. See, everyone is saying radish is
Alright.
good.
Unpopular opinion then. Rip. I guess I'm the only one that doesn't like it.
Oh my god,
Faiz.
guys. Even Brooke is saying like, oh my god.
Oh my god, Brooke, why are you doing this to me?
You need to take the entire radish. So in Korea, we usually use that white long radish when we cook. So if you don't boil it or like soak it in salt water, it's really spicy. You need to. I will shove that entire thing into your mouth, so for you to chew it. What do you call a picky eater in Korean? So this is something. This is another word that doesn't exist in English, I think. Like you could say pick on food, right? You say pick on food.
Yeah.
It's not an expression in Korea. We have a verb for that. It's called 편식하다.
Yes.
편식하다 is like you how should I say? It's like choosing. You only eat what you want. Yeah, basically you only eat what you want to or what you like to eat. I like how the life turned into a beat plays up for being uncultured. I make my own moo. Oh, Grandma is cooking own moo.
Wow, no way. Grandma is like
I'm
half
disappointed
Korean.
in you. Picky eater, picky eater. So 편식쟁이 is cute way of saying picky eater. Or 편식하다 is the verb form of it.
Oh,
So 편식하다, when you say 편식하다, do you know those people who on the dish when they have like a bowl of the bowl of food, they take out like beans, like they take out carrots and stuff. That's called 편식하다.
Maybe I'm gonna tell you guys something that will make you feel better to redeem myself. So when I was in Korea, hi Candice. So when I was in Korea, I felt bad if I left food on the plate that I didn't eat, including banchan. So I would eat everything. I wouldn't 편식. Yeah.
이 자식아.
Even 단무지, the yellow sweet
이 자식아.
radish, I would eat it. So are you happy now, huh?
Yeah.
You just beat me up so much.
아,
My gosh.
당연히.
파이자, don't be 표시쟁이. 뭐하노?
Yes, that's the exact way of using the 편식쟁이. Yes. So 편식하다 is very important word. So don't like 편식하지 마. Like don't pick on food.
Hello, Miss California.
Yes.
Long time no see.
So where were we?
Oh, yeah, good point. Banchan. We went to banchan.
So we asked you what's your favorite banchan. So what's your favorite Korean food? There are so many Korean food.
Yeah.
I bet you must have tried at least one Korean food, even if it's like instant noodle.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Korean food? What's your favorite Korean food?
I'm thinking there's like way too many, but obviously I can't eat the most famous one. What's good though? For me, it's just anything spicy.
편식쟁이.
맞는 말 있나?
Like
I don't.
골고루. We just say 골고루 잘 먹는다. 골고루 is like evenly or like thoroughly. Thoroughly or evenly. 잘 먹다 is like eat a lot or eat well. 비빔냉면 땡겨요. Okay, we have 비빔냉면, 떡볶이, 떡볶이 as well. Kimchi fried rice with an egg on top or cheese and beef on the side. That's also good.
Wow.
Like you see the cheese melting on top.
Oh my god! Suddenly I just want like 엽떡. All of a sudden. Oh,
육개장, and we have Brooke wrote it in Korean as
bro,
well.
what?
Kimchijeon is like wow.
Yo.
So where we live in Australia today, we're expecting a rain today, and in Korea people tends to eat seafood pancake or kimchi pancake when it's raining. So that's perfect, Brooke. 매운 거 최고임. Yeah, spicy
매운 거.
food.
Yeah.
He enjoys a lot of eating like spicy food, but personally for me, I can't eat spicy food. I enjoy eating, but I can't eat it well.
Yeah. I like spicy food because it's for a hot guy like me. Kapunta.
난 뼈다귀. Like
뼈다귀. I've never heard of that.
뼈다귀 해장국. You mean like 뼈다귀 해장국? If you just say 뼈다귀, it's like bone.
Which buoy is that?
Oh, it's like a bone, just bone. 둘이 어디서 나온 거 있나요? 카페?
Like, yeah, I would know where this is.
We're doing live streaming in like one of the building in our school.
Oh yeah, I think
It's like a common area for students to study.
yeah. So I think I did show Yomna the campus for a while.
How said I love spicy. I think everyone enjoys spiciness in some way, but like it's just a matter of if you can handle it well or not.
Yeah. So anything spicy though, like anything like the spicy haejanguk is good.
But in Korea, not these days, but it has been always sort of like a trend where you challenge the spicy food. 으앙, 학교 짱 이쁘다. 당연히
이쁘지.
it's the best in Australia, they say. So in Korea, there are foods that like they're saying, it's like a challenge yourself of eating the entire food, and we give you like a free food or for like a year. But some people faint when they're trying to eat those food because it's so spicy. 다음에 또 스쿨 투어 부탁함. Sounds delicious. What about spicy ramen with kimchi rice broth, dumpling, bulgogi, and brisket with pancake? That's like a combination of everything.
Wow. I assume that you eat a lot of Korean food.
So I guess people in this live video have maybe all tried 불닭볶음면. But I personally can't eat the original, like that extra spicy 불닭볶음면.
Yeah, 불닭볶음면 is that fire noodles, the black one.
With the chicken with the fire.
Yeah, I want to ask you something.
Okay.
I've got a question. So, in Korea, is there any specific food that people eat depending on the time of day? What do people usually eat for lunch and dinner usually? And like, does it change depending on who you're with?
So in Korea, people tend to eat lunch lightly, and they focus or eat more heavier food on dinner time. So for lunch, they would just go for 도시락, which is like
Korean bento box.
yeah.
I hate saying that, but
부산 돼지국밥 진짜 한번 먹어보고 싶어요. 와,
돼지국밥?
That's so local thing.
She is really Korean already. Full Korean.
핵 불닭 도전 영상 고고. He will do that because I might faint.
Nice. And then you won't see me for 1 week.
아침밥, 점심밥, 저녁밥. Oh, you bet I do, babe. Mr. Head Guy, whenever you come to US or if I go over, we can eat out. Always Korean cuisine. 창민이다.
창민? 우민. Hello.
One of my favorite thing with Korean eating culture is that you don't have one meal but lots of meals at different places. Oh, you mean like separate? Like separate 반찬 or like? So surprisingly, I also need to tell you this. So when I go to foreign countries and visit Korean restaurants, they tend to sell a lot of foods. What I mean by that is they have bulgogi, they have ramen, they have jjajangmyeon, they have like hot pot and everything in one, like even chicken in one restaurant. But if you actually go to Korea, one restaurant would focus on one dish. So this restaurant only sell chicken. This restaurant only sell samgyeopsal. This restaurant only focus on bulgogi, like things like that. Hi Brooke, dessert. Hi Harriet. I'm going to buy McDonald's right now. So good night, my handsome boys. Eat well and stay healthy. Oh, you're going to McDonald's and saying eat well and stay healthy. We hope you eat more healthy food as well. Like we would go to one place for barbecue pork, then another for soup, then somewhere else. Ah,
If it's in
yeah.
Korea, is it talking about Korea?
Yeah, I think so too. Specialization means quality. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's why I prefer Korean style. 부룩 이쁘다. Oh, like
정말.
some,
What is this 정말 live?
like people complimenting each other in Korean. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
크크크.
Quality.
이쁘다.
Yeah.
Brooke, you should also like counterattack by saying Harriet 이쁘다.
Yeah. Yeah. That's he made a good point. Soggy just made a really good point. And when Koreans group together and eat, do they do it like? Do they buy individual food or do they tend to share?
Yeah, so there was also one of the other funny thing that I experienced living in Australia. So I would say it's just me and other groups of foreigners went to Korean restaurant, and we had like two different tables to eat. But then I was on the same table with him with other foreigners. But obviously we ordered some food and shared together. But the table with that had only foreigners on
My mom.
on it, they ordered like separate food and they were eating in separate situation.
Guys, I'll be back.
He's calling his mom. Oh, I feel so much pressure being alone in this live video. 씨. 저는 해리엇을 좋아해요. It's like confession going on here. Oh 뭐야, 지하철 소리. Oh, that's his like ringtone.
그거 했어?
지하철 소리. So his ringtone is like 지하철, Korean subway. When in Korea, if you're waiting for subway, there's this sound like music, like so he set that sound as his ringtone. 걱정하지 마세요. 팬입니다. 지하철 소리 그립다. Me too.
Oh, yeah, 누나, hi.
So another thing about eating culture, when we're saying eating culture, I would say drinking is also part of it. But apart from alcohol, I would say coffee culture in Korea is also a big thing. So in Korea, I don't know, long black. In Australia they call it long black coffee, but in Korea we call it Americano. And you would see a lot of people holding this plastic Starbucks cup with long black ice long black coffee, carrying it around everywhere like that.
What are we talking about?
Coffee. I took some non-Korean friends to a Korean restaurant for their first time. One guy drank a bottle of soju straight from the bottle. That's also good though.
I've never seen anyone do that.
Oh, why? Like just hold it and drink it like that.
Okay, fine. 마셔야지.
Is ice Americano. short form for ice americano.
Mm.
What?
What about like is there any special food that Koreans eat during special times of the year? Like
So because Korea has four seasons, we would eat different food in different seasons. So some restaurants would only launch this menu on certain season. So for example, naengmyeon, which is like a cold noodle, they would only eat it in summer, and in winter they would like, I don't know, launch special soup. Mm.
Mm.
Why do Koreans order the same coffee? Uh, like you mean the Americano?
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I have very sweet tooth, so I have to order like sweet cappuccino or like mocha or something like that. But I don't know. Korean people think that bitter coffee is like, I don't know, tasty.
Tasty. Oh my.
I don't.
I always need to put milk in my coffee.
Oh, and you will like have atomic bomb.
Not so much these days.
Year round. Year round. Yeah. So Korean people would even drink ice americano even in winter sometimes. 망고 빙수랑 딸기 빙수. Yes. Yomna has mentioned a good thing. Even for dessert, 빙수 is like shaved ice with like things on top. Usually red bean, or these days they have like fruits on top and everything. That's also for summer in particular. Bitter coffee goes really well with the sweet desserts at the cafe. Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Like brownies, cakes, and those kind of desserts.
Oh my god, I really want to eat something sweet right now.
Ice americano with a slice of lemon.
Ooh, does that work? I've never thought that you could put lemon into coffee, but maybe I should try one day. Yeah. Oh, talking about bingsu. Oh my god, bingsu. If you go to Korea, you must eat bingsu, and there are specific chain restaurants that only sell bingsu. And the name of that place is called Sorbing.
Yeah, Sorbing.
You must go there.
Macaron, yes, really goes well with Americano. Do Koreans eat anything specific on fall season? I wouldn't say fall season, but because Chuseok, the Thanksgiving Day, is in autumn, they tend to eat songpyeon.
Songpyeon is like a small rice cake with like fillings inside. Sorbing 내 사랑, yeah. Speaking about bingsu, what is your favorite bingsu flavor?
Me,
Yeah.
it's just original for me always. Red bean and how should I just
Is it enjoy me?
the powder? Yeah. Like
I don't know what powder that is.
soy
Grounded soybean.
grinded soy powder. I like red bean paste, so
Yeah. I personally prefer the when I was there was this like a cheese, no, not cheese, like a cheesecake strawberry bingsu with like with macaron on top, and I love that. That was so good. That one and like a chocolate matcha bingsu.
wow.
That was crazy. It was good.
Yeah. So those kind of crazy delicious bingsu. Yeah, Brooke, when you go to Korea, you should definitely try bingsu and those tteok, like rice cakes.
I got addicted to it. I ate bingsu like 3 times a week.
Oh, yeah.
빙수 이제 라이브지. 1등, yes. 공차 빙수?
와, 디저트 너무 땡겨 이제. 잘 자요.
잘 자요?
Good night.
Oh no, okay, bye. What else is there? So we spoke about a lot of things actually. do you guys have any additional questions about food, Korean food? I'm trying to think of. I had like a lot of things I wanted to say, but I forgot.
If I go to Korea, I will come back to 5K here. This is not a joke. I gained 4 kg when I went back to Korea.
Because this guy was eating every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. And surprisingly, I was even gymming while I was eating. So,
It could be muscle mass. Yeah.
but whatever it is, you will gain weight.
Huh.
It's for sure.
Food at base. Oh,
Oh, you didn't go though, right?
I did.
Oh,
Ass.
then you explain.
Wait, have you never been?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
I'm
get
not
out of here,
interested
get
in
out of here.
baseball.
This guy's never been to a baseball match in Korea before. Get out of here. I gotta fire him. 파이제 나보다 어른이다. 드셔서 No, I like dessert. So yeah, speaking of Soggy just went to the toilet, so I need to like take over this live. Yes, so Grand Moff, as you can see, has asked a really good question. Food at baseball games. So baseball is a really big sport in Korea, and a lot of people it's really popular. In a baseball match, when you go to a baseball stadium, people usually order fried chicken and beer. That's from my experience. That's what I saw. And they would go right to the stands and they would bring it in boxes and they would eat it. So yeah, if you ever go to a baseball game, those are the things that you need to try eating. Speaking of baseball in Korea, they're I guess they're fan. I'm not sure how you call it in English. 응원가, like the songs that you sing, the cheerleading songs that you sing for the teams. Uh, yeah. The songs that they sing for the teams are really catchy and very catchy songs, I think. So yeah, it would be really good if you could sit close to the stands where the cheerleaders are and just experience it. So cheer anthems, yeah. 미쳤나? Why 미쳤어? 나 맥주죠. No, I don't drink 맥주. Fan chance. Yeah, the cheer anthems. My bad. The cheer anthems. Sorry, I just lost it for a second. Forgot English completely. Um, Lotte Giants. Wait, what's the team in Busan?
I don't know.
It's oh my god. What's the team in Busan, guys? Help me out. No, not Kia. It's I think it's the one that Grand Moff said, Lotte Giants.
The Giant.
I think so.
Giant.
Lotte Giant T.
Giant.
RG. No, not this. The one in Busan. It was like it's orange.
부산. Orange.
Oh,
삼성. I don't know.
bro, you've never been. Where was it? Maybe it is Lotte Giants. I forgot, but yeah,
I saw some orange ones. Like 하나 이글스.
Oh my god. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, I heard the Giants, Lotte Giants in Busan, have the best cheerleading team and they have the best fan base. So everyone knows the song. Everyone would stand up and cheer. I wanted to go and watch the match, but my friend from Busan was like, do we really have to go watch baseball? Like, do we really have to do that? It's not necessary. So in the end, I didn't go. But I went to the one in Seoul and I watched the match between Kia Tigers and Doosan Bears.
Alone?
No, with my friends. We had like Chimek. We had Chimek. Yeah.
Oh, you went alone, didn't you?
It was really good.
혼자 갔네.
I didn't go alone. Come on, I had friends. Yeah, I'm glad that Grandma brought up the baseball topic. It's really good. We've never really addressed it.
They say even if you don't like baseball, like watching baseball, if you go to Korean baseball games, it's really interesting because like the food culture and all those cheerleading and events are like really fun.
And please don't get me wrong, I didn't go and watch baseball because of the cheerleader.
Because of the cheerleader.
I went there for the experience. Come on.
No, this is so wow. Of course, it was because of your cheerleading.
Chikur.
Chicken and cola. Picks on you for going alone but never gone himself.
Yeah, see.
No,
So
if I have to go alone, I would rather not go.
See, so who's more superior right here? Obviously me, right? Because I've been there. Such a lame guy. Oh my god. So every time I sing the baseball cheer anthems, like this guy wouldn't know anything and he would just sit there, watch me. Yeah, it's good, it's good. I personally like a lot of rock songs. That's why maybe I like the cheer anthems. Mm. So I'm not sure who is leading for baseball at the moment in Korea, but yeah. So what other things can we talk about? Sing it right now, Faiz. Sing the anthem. I'll probably upload a video one day.
Rocky still superior because he likes radish.
Brooke, excuse me, Brooke, get out of here.
Yes.
Brooke, if I see you again, you watch out. Brooke, we have some unsettled business at this stage, all right?
Brooke has mentioned the good point. That's very true.
Brooke, you're supposed to be on my side always. What's this? But yeah, event-specific food. That's really interesting. So we just spoke about baseball.
Specific.
What? Oh, I just know that for young people who attend university, a lot of university students, they always have like an annual university festival, and obviously beer is involved, chicken is involved.
Yes. But I'm punishing him
Oh shit! Street food. Oh my god! Let's talk about street food. First of all, where is a good place in Korea to eat street food?
Definitely Korean. We call it traditional markets. So 전통시장 or like old fashioned. Like it's not technically old fashioned, but like it's not department stores and stuff like that. One of the good example would be 광장시장. 광장시장. If you go there, you would see long queue of like 포장마차-ish, like carrier. I don't know how to describe, but
Foldable, like a foldable.
like.
How do you describe that?
But anyway, there's like long queue of like street food there where they sell of course tteokbokki, sundae, kimbap, and everything. And apart from that, they have like something called 빈대떡, which is like pancake.
But it's better than normal chon.
Yeah, because there's meat inside, like all sorts of john and like a bit of traditional food there. So yeah, I think that's one of the places where you can experience
Traditional food.
street food.
Street food,
The best place.
Yeah. Another place that you can try is this place called Myeongdong. And I think on Friday nights they would open up their street food places. But personal opinion, this is just personal opinion. I feel like Myeongdong it became very touristy and commercialized.
Yeah.
It's not very traditional, real.
They try
food.
they try to make it seem like it's very traditional, but even from natives' perspective, it's very commercialized and touristy because like all the staff members would speak like foreign language like to persuade customers to come.
So like when I was in Myeongdong, I was walking around and then there would be Taiwanese fried chicken or like what other things? Like skewers from other countries and I'm wondering like this isn't really full on Korean. It's a bit sad to see that. Yeah, definitely. Traditional markets would be a go-to place if you want to.
So 광장시장 is located in the middle of Seoul, but the other traditional market that I recommend is in Busan. Yeah, Busan has a lot of those kind of markets, and also Busan is near the port, so it's famous for seafood as well.
I think 자갈치, right?
부산 자갈치 시장 or I forgot the name at the moment, but yeah.
Yeah, 자갈치 시장 would be a go-to place for seafood. All sorts of seafood you would see, and then when you're walking through the alley, all the shop holders would look at you and they would ask you to come. depending on their English ability, I think.
Yes.
They were all talking to my Korean friend instead of me. They were asking her, "Come, come, come. We've got like, we've got free like, we are selling these things for what price? We got like service like,
Like
free
extra
additional free
service.
food. Yeah. So it was a really good experience. Oh my god! Now I'm missing Korea. I'm having like missing Korea blues at the moment. I'm sad. So I always want to go to Korea with Rocky, but with Soggy, but he never really brings me. Always.
Always go back to Korea, but he doesn't follow me.
What do you mean? It's just like
Ah,
um yeah. So street food in Korea. I feel like this is just my personal opinion, but when I was in Korea, a lot of food places were meant for groups. Like it's hard to go there if you're by yourself. I
so
feel.
in Korea, the 혼밥, which means like 혼자 밥 먹다, like to eat alone, is like a sort of like a big concept because Korean people are really, really, really bad at eating alone. They think it's very embarrassing thing and humiliating thing. So there aren't many places for 혼밥. So it's very group friendly. Most of the restaurants are very group friendly.
It's like freshly caught.
Yeah, I guess that's because the Korean peninsula is surrounded by sea, so it's very easy to get access to very fresh seafood. That's why I think those kind of food are very well developed.
I did hear, talking about the Korean Peninsula, I did hear that there are some parts of Korea, some provinces where their food is just not so good. Especially the central area of Korea, there, like the food is just not very delicious. I heard. I'm not sure if that's true.
So depending on the Korean peninsula, because even because of the location of the peninsula, the cooking style may vary. So if you go to the northern part, the cooking style would be very plain. The taste would be very plain because the weather is cold, so they don't need to use much salt. But in contrast, if you go to southern part like Daegu, Busan, the food might be a bit more salty because they have to preserve the food longer because the weather is much warm. Octopus tail moves, yeah, I liked it though. And eel tail moves when you cook it. Oh, what? I think you tried the
Sannakji.
sannakji, right?
Yeah, so sannakji is the word for that moving octopus that Grandma was talking about. So it's small octopus that they chop up and then you just eat it raw with a bit of sesame oil. I liked it, but I wouldn't eat too much of it. Yeah, it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, so Yamna experienced the concept of 혼밥. Yeah, so even for me, I still can't eat alone. If I have to eat alone, I would go to very, very isolated area where like I'm the only one there.
So is that why you always ask me to eat dinner?
Yeah. Like, isn't that
Yes.
obvious?
No, I don't like to eat dinner with Soggy.
Because he's an ass.
But yeah, I guess it's hard. It was a bit hard for me when I was in Korea because sometimes I had to travel by myself. So I had to find a place that was appropriate for like by yourself eating. 혼자 밥 먹기. But it was okay. It was good. Um, yeah. Also, when I was in Korea, especially on weekdays at night, I would see a lot of drunk office workers. I thought that was very different from Australia. Like I would see a bunch of men wearing suits, and then all of them, their faces are red. They've got the Asian flush, and they all smell of alcohol. So
They're very strong alcohol smell. Because they say soju is not really a good alcohol, so that's why you have really bad hangover and it's not really good for your health.
So
drink responsibly.
so yeah.
Same. I was a loner in Korea, so I didn't actually 제대로 밥 먹기 because I was usually alone, so I would just eat 편의점 음식.
Oh,
Yeah, like they give a lot of pressure. People like just judge or like give a lot of pressure to people who are eating alone. That's why people can't 혼밥, can't eat alone.
yeah. I guess also because some Korean food is just meant to be eaten as a group.
Yeah. It's like family based. So you share the food with family mainly or guests. That's why, like, eating culture is very collective. Collective, I would say.
Yeah. I remember I was with a group of friends eating like this chorpan kalbi, which is like a chicken served on a very very big metal plate. And there was one foreigner that came into the restaurant and sat, and she ate that by herself. And I was like, I can't do that, but it's amazing.
If Koreans see that, they will say like, "Wow, she has some nerves to do that."
I personally can't do that. Yeah, it's
So people in Korea say like there are a certain level of like 혼자 하기, like doing things alone. So one of the highest level is like go to restaurant and eat 삼겹살 alone.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Or just eat snacks in the cafe while studying. But like you need to eat at least one proper meal a day. So for me, if I have to eat alone in Korea, I would take like a very light meal or like a toshirak, like the bento style meal, and take it to a very quiet place and eat it alone while I'm watching phone or like doing some homework and stuff.
So you were a loner in Korea.
Yeah.
Basically, you were a loner, right?
Yeah, like although I didn't have much time to do that.
Yeah. So we've got 3 more minutes to the end of this live video. 혼자 하기. RG. Yeah, RG. I like that.
So in Korea, there are very sad urban legend where outsiders in university eat lunch in the toilet because they are quite awkward. So they would lock the toilet and then eat food in the toilet. That's very sad.
And I heard a rumor about this, that if somebody orders kimbap and they ask the ajumma to take out the tanmuji, that sweetened radish, it means that they are gonna eat it by themselves in the toilet.
And you know why is that?
Because tanmuji is crunchy, so if you eat it, it's gonna be
it will make loud noise, and people would know that you are in the toilet eating food, so you don't want to make a noise. That's why you ask them to take out.
So funny though.
Funny and sad at the same time. That's what happens in American movies with the main character goes to a new school and has no friends.
Oh my god. Yeah. It's alright. You should be thankful to me because you always had lunch with me.
You should be thankful to me.
This guy always had lunch with me.
If you go to Korea, like you wouldn't like at least eat alone because I'm there.
I'll just call like the other Korean friends.
Oh, who?
I'll call Lia Nuna. Just kidding. 속상해하지 마.
He's going Korea alone. Really.
So we got 1 more minute left to this live video. We'd like to thank everyone who watched our live videos for all these months. All right, we'll definitely come back again. What was that? We'll definitely do random live videos. We won't do weekly for the next few months, I think.
Few months, yeah, because our semester has ended, so we don't know what's going to happen. We have 30 more seconds, so thank you everyone for joining us. 속상하지 않아요.
Thank you all for joining our live videos always.
We'll see you in we're gonna upload a video on YouTube soon, so stay tuned. Yes.
Oh,
Hi.
Subin, Jisun,
Jisun, Taehi,
Taehi,
and
and
Kangashi.
Kalashi. Yes, hi. Uriduri says hi to all of you. Thank you. Bye bye.
IGTV, IGTV.
Okay, for YouTube, we'd like to thank all of you watching.
Yes, who are watching? Participants? I don't know. But thank you for joining us on YouTube today, and we will see you in the future. And we're gonna upload the videos of a video soon, so stay tuned. Subscribe, press the like button.
Okay, bye.
우리
두리 감사합니다.
and stream.